So what do you do with all those media files clogging up your computer? You got it loaded, so loaded up with videos, movies, music, pictures, all that stuff. You got no room for anything else. You're bogging down your system. Your performance is going way down because you have no space, free space available. Or you've got 3 or 4 computers in your house, or 10. I don't know how many you got. You want them all to be able to share the same iTunes folder, have access to the same movies, the same pictures, things like that. How do you do it? Well, you can share them back and forth and keep sending them over your network. Best thing to do, go ahead and grab one of these. This is a new Systemax home server PC. Very, very simple, very basic, but very efficient and very good at what it does. Runs the the Windows Home Server Edition, which is a very, very simplified version of Server 2003, I believe is what they based it on. And very, very simplified OS. It's written for people that don't know how to run a server. Again, just clean, right there, right to the point. You don't even need a keyboard and mouse, monitor, or anything like that. All you do is hook this thing up to the network, and you control it remotely from one of your existing desktops. It simplifies the whole process, streamlines. That way you don't have a whole lot of extra stuff cluttering up the thing. Very, very, very small, very clean looking, very efficient. It's nothing big, flashy, gaudy lights flashing around all over the place to distract. It can sit in the corner, even in a closet if you really want to, and never even have to really mess with it, never really have to think about it, but it's always there. You can store your files on it. Comes with, it is a configurable system, so there's a base config and you have some options with it as far as storage and processor memory, stuff like that. It's up to 2 terabytes of hard drive, which, I mean, unless you're a real hardcore media junkie or you've got 24 computers on your home network, you're probably never going to fill this thing up at 2 terabytes. There are options for smaller as well if you don't want to go up that high, but a ton of storage capability here. A couple of different processor options. They're all on the budget end processors because for doing the stuff that this is designed to do, there's absolutely no need to go out and spend, a quad-core extreme processor for it. Just basic. Nice thing about that, it runs a low power there, so you're not going to run your electrical bill up real high. With a server, it's designed to be on for long periods of time. So, if you got it running 8, 10, 12, maybe 18 hours a day, or maybe you never turn it off, you're not going to run your electrical bill way up through the roof trying to keep this thing running. It does have right here on the front, a DVD-ROM drive. That gives you the option, if you ever have to reinstall the operating system, you want to upgrade to a different one, you've got very easy, convenient way of doing that right here through that DVD-ROM drive. Further down, you'll notice right here is the black mesh panel on the front. Can't really tell from here, but right behind this part right here, there's a 120 millimeter fan. Now the whole front of this is open. It's black mesh. There's nothing that's sealed off except for the top where the DVD burner is, or the DVD-ROM drive, sorry, not burner. That's going to pull in a ton of air, keep the system cool, keep it running nice and efficient. Do have the ability to add up to 2 gigabytes of RAM. Turn this thing to the side here, you'll notice there's another big mesh panel. A lot more airflow, can pull in a lot more cool air, keeps the system running nice and efficient. Also have the option with this one, if you do have your media, you can also run it. You've got all these computers on your home network, maybe you only have 1 or 2 printers. Right now, what do you do when you need to print something and it's not on the computer that's hooked up to the printer? You put it on a flash drive, you run over there, you stick it in the computer. If there's someone using it, you got to kick them off. You open up the file again, you print it out, then you go back to whatever it was that you were doing. You can hook up a printer to this one. It's got USB and parallel right here on the back of it. Run it as a network printer, let it run as a little print server there. Makes everything a whole lot easier, makes your life a lot easier. You just put the printer in a central location or wherever this thing happens to be sitting. Any printer on your network can go in there and print. You don't have to kick somebody off the computer to go ahead and print. Take a look right here at the back. Notice that because of the size, the thing is very compact. They had to put the power supply aligned vertically and off to the side rather than the conventional place. Do have PS2 mouse and keyboard as well as a VGA down here if you wanted to hook up a mouse, keyboard, and monitor to it to control it right here rather than control it remotely. You do have a serial as well as a parallel right here if you have an older printer. You can hook it up right there. You don't have to worry about, is my printer going to work? Is this, that, the other? It's right there. Got the old parallel. A little bit further down here, you do see 4 USBs. You need to hook up a USB printer, anything like that, you're still good there. There is your gigabit network port, and that's something that's going to be very nice when you have to transfer large amounts of data. Your standard 10100 up to 100 megabits per second. This one goes up to 1000 megabits per second. 10 times the transfer speed of your standard Ethernet. Go out and pick up a gigabit router, gigabit network cards on your machines. They're getting real cheap now. You can throw one in there. You get much better transfer speeds than you would normally get there, much faster. That way you're not sitting there for hours waiting for a movie to download off the server. You just pull it right off, comes right up, good to go. Do have an audio option here for it. If you do want to, you want to hook up some speakers, maybe you just want to play the music right off of here, can let that go. Do have the option right there. Scrolling further down here, you do have the some expansion slots there. You can put in a PCI if you want to go wireless instead of running cables all over the place. You just throw in a PCI wireless card. You're good. Now, again, home server use, you want to go with the fastest thing out. You want to go with a wireless end setup just to keep everything running nice and smooth and quick. If you do decide to throw in that wireless card, the wired one is going to be faster than the end, but if you want to go wireless, end's going to be the way to go. You can just toss that right on in there. About all I've got for you on this thing here. Again, configurable system. You can head right over to the website, pick out. There's a lot of different options for it available. If you have any questions, shoot me an email. You can click Q&A at the top of the page. I'm Linus. I'll catch you guys next time. For more information on the Systemax EV745 media server, head right over to CompUSA.com, type BTO981109 into the search bar, or you can call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at 1-800-CompUSA.